everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game will be all about the turnovers. The Jags are #1 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Colts team that knows they have to take care of the ball.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. This is Marlon Mack, the rookie from South Florida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Rolling to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Here's Mack. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, here's Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Now the rookie first rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Fournette. And some space here. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rivera. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Fournette, a 1st down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Bortles. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Myers able to knock it through. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now a first down throw. Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. To the air again, Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And the D looking like they may blitz. On first down, it's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Play action. It's Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Bortles. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Bortles now on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
On first down, Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Here we go now. Green 39. Motion.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Here we go. Green 39.
Here's Bortles to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
He's to the 10, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
A run by Mack to start the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Looking deep for Hilton. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Luck. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run with Mack. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. And he fires one incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They begin with a run by Fournette. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. To throw on second down is Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. On first down, Luck. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Luck on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Barry Church. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Green 90. Green 90. 53.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. So we hit the halftime break here, and we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Out of the gun, Luck. This will be caught at about the 5. And give him a full 10 yards there, 2nd and goal.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Shifts by him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now Leonard Fournette. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Bortles going to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught at the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. So they're operating in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. That's the rookie from Ohio State, Malik Hooker, with the INT. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From the gun, here's Luck. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's Ivory. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Bortles on the bootleg. Trying for his tight end, Rivera, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie out of Florida, Quincy Wilson.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And tough starting field position here. After the interception, it's Love. A dump underneath to Jones. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a carry from Mack, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Now a hit and lost the football. It's out. And it won't be a pick 6, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line.
These years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jonathan Bostic coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Bostic in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Shotgun now for Bortles. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the third at MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, Love. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run it with Mack, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead will shrink to 6. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jags. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now Fournette. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now.
On first down, this is Ivory. They find some open field here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Left. Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here we go now.
On play action, now Bortles. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. To throw is Locke. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Locke. forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Second down following the incompletion. To the air again, Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he's got Moncrief. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Luck connecting with Moncrief for the Indianapolis first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. They'll run with Fournette. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Green 90. Green 90.
Bortles to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Bortles. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50.